All right, let's make sure everything looks good and sounds good. Okay, let's see here. Well, hello, hello, hello. Sorry, I don't want to touch the microphone, y'all. Make sure you guys can hear. We're going to go ahead and get started. Thank you so much for being here. Hopefully, you guys can hear. If someone just let me know the audio looks good, sounds good. We're going to do a recipe review. I'll just put it in the chat. And for anybody new here, hi, I'm Maggie, your substitute teacher. Welcome to my struggle cooking class, your struggle cooking class. I am not a professional chef. I am not a professional YouTuber. Clearly, I'm just a mom and a home cooker. And usually I'm welcoming you guys into the kitchen. And I'm thinking about cooking up tonight. I am thinking about making something new called SHAKSHUKA. and came across an ingredient at Whole Foods that I picked up, and I'm excited to make it. And I wanted to look at a recipe of the shakshuka, see what you guys think about it. And we haven't done one of these in a while. I'd say about 90% of the time I'm in the kitchen, but the boys are with their dad, and they'll be coming through later on. So while I have a little bit of quiet, I figured we'd just take a look at a recipe together. Happy Thursday. I hope you all are doing well. Thank you so much for being here. If anybody wants to be counted present, feel free to announce yourself. If not, that's fine too. I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to go over the recipe that I found. And I did put the link in the description, and we're going to look at the YouTube video together. I'm just going to play it on mute, and then we'll pause and add some commentary and see if this is something that we want to make over there in the struggle kitchen. Still got a pot on the stove. I made some soup for lunch, just some egg drop soup, put some mushroom, green onion, and canned chicken in there. Okay, so I see we got some people filing on in. I'll just put this here on the screen. Please let me know if you guys can hear. It looks like it's good on my end, but sound is great. Okay, fantastic. Thank you. Thank you for telling me happiness with no carbs. Okay, my dear. So let's go ahead and share my screen. Let's see. So I don't know if anybody has ever had shakshuka. I never have. But what I have learned, let's see if I can show you guys. Gosh, I'm so used to the navigation when I'm in the kitchen, but here on the computer, I'm like, what do I click to show you guys? I'm used to holding up stuff, like, right? Here's the can of what I'm using today. All right, and I will drop the link as per usual in case anyone wants to chat. You don't have to cam up. We're small here. All right, so let's see. There it is, share screen. Okay, so let's see. So the recipe that we're going to be looking at today, let's see, you guys should be able to see. Let's make sure, yeah, so I'm down here at the bottom. Let's see if we do it this way. Okay, and what about, I'm just checking out some different views. Yeah, that's a little busy. Okay. So the recipe, all I did is I Googled shakshuka, and I hope I'm saying it correctly. Um, and I came across several different images, and one that caught my attention because I was looking for a video to share with you all. But as you can see here in the description, shakshuka is an easy, we'll see about that tonight, an easy, healthy breakfast or any time of day recipe in Israel and in the other parts of the Middle East and North Africa. So that one got my attention. You all know that I'm West African. I've never been to North Africa or the Middle East. I will be in Egypt in 2024, so I'm looking forward to that. But I'll show you guys the picture. I think the presentation is absolutely beautiful. You can see here, this is like a one pot meal. So you can see for eating family style or anything like that. It's usually served with like thick, crusty bread, which I can't have, but I think we can try it with some of our cheese crisps. And it's like a tomato sauce meal with other ingredients. And then what's fascinating about it and what keeps it vegetarian, looks delicious. Hey, Sherry, baby, thank you for being here, my dear. Oh, yeah, it does look amazing, doesn't it? Um, they make little holes in the stew and they crack eggs in there and then put a top over it and they kind of poach the eggs inside. So we're going to watch the video on how to make this. And I'm thinking later tonight for dinner, I'll actually make this shakshuka. So let's go through it together. Let me switch over to the YouTube video for you. All right, so I found the video for that page, Downshiftology, but there's so many different shakshuka recipes, and I've seen this before, but to be honest, you know, I'm kind of intimidated, but I think we can do it. I think we can do it. All right, so let me share my screen and I'm going to pull up YouTube. Let's see if you guys can see. All right. Okay, perfect. So I've turned the sound off. So I'm going to play the video and then we're going to pause and see what we think about this. So again, this is downshiftology. And the first few moments of the video is basically what is her name? Let me see. I want to get it right. It's Downshiftology with Lisa Bryan. So Lisa is talking about her travels to Israel where she experienced this meal. So isn't that presentation incredible? You can use cilantro or parsley as a garnish, but you know, Nana said to have multiple colors in your food, at least three. So this is Lisa, and she's talking to us about it. All right, so let's see. Let me make sure. So you're going to cut an onion. So pretty basic. So she's dicing an onion here. We've done this multiple times. What I have is a red onion and a red pepper. So I'm sure with this kind of recipe, you could use any onion and pepper that you like, whatever you have on hand. I do like that it's simple ingredients. And then you can see here, she's got 4 cloves of garlic. Um, She's got 4 cloves of garlic in here. So let's take a pause. Let me just make sure that you guys are able to see. Let me just pause this. All right, 1 second. All right, let me come back to the screen. Okay. All right. I have to navigate away so that I can see both screens. So I just want to make sure you guys were able to see as I was playing. But the base here, it looks like, you know, a lot of recipes across the world, they start with what they call these aromatics. So garlic, onion, any of those that are sauteed in oil, and they release fragrances and oils, and they give you a nice little base to start your stew. So this one is going to be garlic, onion, and pepper. I know in French cooking and Creole cooking, what do they use? Like celery, carrot, and onion. My mom uses garlic, ginger, and onion in a lot of African countries. So far, so good. So hopefully you guys are able to see. All right, so she's going to start with a little bit of oil in the pan, and she's going to put her diced onion in there and her diced peppers all at the same time. And looks like she's going to cook this down on the oil until the onions kind of turn translucent. So hopefully you guys were able to see that. And then it looked like she put the garlic in after. So yeah, if you guys are able to see, so our onions and peppers have started to soften. And then once those soften, she put the garlic in there. The reason she does this is because garlic, I guess you would say it's very sensitive and it can burn. So to keep it from burning, that's why you put your onion and your peppers in there a little bit earlier, because onions and peppers take a little bit longer to cook. So you want those to get a head start before you put in the ginger. All right, so hopefully that's making sense so far. Let's see what it looks like if we do a side by side. I'm not sure if you guys will be able to see as well. I'll go back down if I need to. Okay, looks like we can see. All right, so let's keep going. All right, now this right here, I'm going to pause. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. If if only my kitchen looked like that. Look at this spice rack. Now, clearly, either she's sponsored by Simply Organic or loves organic recipes, but you know, I've gotten some flack. I don't know what it looks like behind me, but y'all know my spice rack back here. Oh, right here where we've got everything going on, and I leave it out on the counter so that I have access to it. But I have had people comment that, why is it out like that? I'd love to know, what do you all do? Are your spices visible or hidden? How do you do it in your kitchen? All right. So she's going to grab her spices. I think she said chili powder, a few different spices. She's grabbing whatever you like. I think she's got some paprika that she's putting in there, some smoked paprika. That looks great. Let me make sure you guys can see. And then we're stirring it all up. Oh my gosh, hold on. All right, now we're down to the tomatoes, but let me check the chat. Sherry Baby says, my spice rack is wrapping around your kitchen too. Okay, so I'm not alone. I'm not alone. Some of us have our spices out like that. And, I really don't want that many spices, but it's like I'm always trying new recipes. And if there's that one spice that I don't have, then I find myself going to get it. Oh my goodness. All right, so let's keep going. So now she's got her um, onion, peppers, and garlic sauteed down in a little bit of oil. And she's got her seasonings in there. Looked like some paprika and I'm sure some other good stuff. I definitely linked it in the description so you guys will be able to see the whole thing. Get my hair out of my face. All right, so now she's going to put the tomatoes in there. So she is using these Italian style peeled tomatoes in the can. Um, man, the tomatoes in Italy were incredible. So she's going to add that in. Let's take a look. So she's using a can of these tomatoes and she's putting it into the sauce. That looks incredible. And then look, she's just using her spoon to kind of break them up and burst them down. So when I was shopping at Whole Foods last time, I'll take a pause here. I saw a can, and I'll show you guys tonight if we make this. I saw a can of SHAKSHUKA sauce, and so it already had the tomatoes and everything stewed in there. So there's just a few ingredients that I have to add, but if you're going to make it from scratch, it's not hard, but you'll see what she has in here. All right, and let's go ahead and do full screen. Okay, make sure you guys can see. All right, so she's breaking it up and simmering it slow. Just look at that. Look at that action. Oh, look at that. There's nothing like happy pots. Okay, so I think it kind of moved quickly, but you'll be able to see here. Hopefully you guys can see what she did with the back of her spoon is she kind of used it to make little valleys in the into the sauce. And I believe she's going to put 6 fresh eggs in here. So this is a vegetarian recipe. For our vegan scholars, I probably wouldn't recommend this because she's using whole eggs as I'm going to use when I make it. The pourable eggs would probably turn more into a scramble. And part of the presentation here is that you want the whole, egg to kind of cook up. So if you guys can see, like right here and here, she's made little pockets where she's going to crack her egg into. So while it's simmering low, she cracks an egg low and slow. She says she does 5 all the way around the side of the pan and then 1 in the middle. So this is a 6-egg recipe, so it could feed 2 people 3 eggs, or 3 people 2 eggs, or 6 people 1 egg. And then you want to put a cover on it just until your level of doneness. And I believe she said it was like 5 to 8 minutes. So she's going to set her microwave kitchen timer here. And then after that, you want to check on your eggs. If you like your eggs a little bit runny, you can take them off at 5 minutes. If you like your eggs a little bit more set, like me, you can go more towards the 8-minute mark. So let's take a look. All right, so she likes her eggs runny. So she did the 5-minute countdown. All right, and so she says while it's simmering, then you get your fresh greens, whatever herbs you like. And she's doing a combination of cilantro and parsley. I actually have both, so this will go well. So you just want to do like a rough chop, and then you see what's looking in the pot here, we've got our eggs that are slowly starting to steam, kind of more like a poach. The eggs are being poached inside the pot. So you're going to have your eggs, you're going to have your tomato sauce, whatever spices and flavors you put in there. So it's coming together nicely. You can tell that the eggs are still a little bit soft here. If that's how you like them, that's fine. If you like them a little bit more done, just keep it going. All right, so we got our eggs simmering in the sauce, and then you're going to take it off of the heat. So we'll bring it to the counter, season with some salt and pepper. Oh, yeah. And then she's sprinkling her fresh herbs over all of it. And you see how she likes her eggs here still a little bit soft. So I'd love to know how you all like your eggs. Do you like your eggs completely runny? If you do, you can put one egg um, in the chat emoji. If you like your eggs a little bit creamy on the inside, not runny, but not hard, then put two eggs. If you like a hard boiled egg, oh yeah, Sherry Baby says, well done for me. So you're going to be one of those that keeps it in there for about for the 8-minute time frame. And that's fine. The presentation will be fine, either way. I'd probably do, you know, a little bit creamy. Um, yeah. All right. So let's see what we've got to finish this up. Oh, yeah. Either way, it's beautiful. You've got your egg, you've got your parsley, cilantro, and then to serve it, I've seen some presentations. So she's going to put it on a plate. And I guess if you're doing like a low carb version, you could just eat it just like this, a stew with egg. Meat is very expensive in a lot of other countries. And so egg is a lot more common protein because meat is sometimes more of a special occasion. So she's eating it just like that. Um, yeah, I'm going to be doing the same thing. So that was incredible. I'd love to know what you guys think. Let me stop sharing. I'd love to know what you guys think about this shashuka. I'm going to pull up one more slide. Let's see here. If I go to, I'm going to share her recipe, and then we'll just look at some Google images of some other ways that you can present this shakshuka. And I think it would be great for, family style, yes, but then also maybe like a nice brunch where you could, let's see, there we go, a nice brunch where you could, set the table, put some fruit around, put some juice or water or whatever, whatever you drink in the morning, coffee. So you can see why this is kind of like a breakfast meal, but it's also something that can be had any time of day. So this was Downshiftology. There's this beautiful presentation of shakshuka with her eggs runny the way she likes it, and she walks you through everything. She also has, which is nice, some individual portions of it. So let me see if it's in here. If you don't need to, if you're cooking just for one, you don't have to do the whole platter. She has some recipes that are the like ramekin size. So if you just need to make one, yeah, it's not in here. Let's take a look. If I just put shakshuka and we'll do a quick Google search of images. And then we'll wrap it up. So you guys can see here all the different presentations of it. This one caught my eye. Hopefully you guys can see this. Let's make sure. Oh, 1 second. Am I sharing? Okay, good. You're able to see the Google. Hey, Mona, thank you for being here. We're gonna wrap up soon, y'all. I wanted to do a little bit of a pre-show. Looks yummy. I wanted to do a little bit of a pre-show because I'm thinking about making this tonight. So we looked at the video of how to make it. I have some shakshuka sauce. Sherry Baby says, "What is the green one?" Let's take a look, my dear. green shakshuka from Bon Appetit. So if you don't do a red sauce, it says caraway seeds, green Swiss chard, and cilantro. So let me see if I can get you a better picture of that. Oof, this one looks pretty intense. I don't know. What do we think about that? I'm a tomato sauce kind of girl. Oh, it didn't go over to the next screen. Okay. I won't mess it up too much. But yeah, if you don't like tomato sauce, that's an option for you. Let me come in here and switch this over. So the one that caught my eye, let me see if I can pull it up for y'all. This one, Love and Lemons. Is it sharing? You may want to try that one. Okay, absolutely. Absolutely. Let's see if I can get in closer for you guys. It looks good. Mona's here for it. Absolutely. All right. So this one right here, if I can share, I think this is, let me make sure you guys are seeing. Okay. So this one caught my eye because I have fresh avocado. So you guys see, oh, let me take that off the screen. So this one is going to be my inspiration for tonight. We'll only be on for about 5 more minutes, y'all. And then once the boys home, oh, sorry, I'm messing it up. I put myself on the right side. All right, so you guys can see here, so steamed tomato base. Looks like they have cilantro and parsley as well. Looks like their eggs are a little more set, which I know I like. But if you guys notice here, she's got that fresh crusty bread. Looks like sourdough. I'll have to check and see if we have any sourdough left for the kids. But you can see this would be a great like family style meal. You know, you can get a big pan. It kind of looks like it would fit in, a beautiful Mediterranean, table, and you could just get a piece of crusty bread and scoop up some. Thank you. Mona says this looks good. Y'all, I'm getting hungry. Oh, all right. Let's go back to our Google search. So yeah, I try to this one is not going to be. Mona, you're so cute. Thank you so much. Mona says, I love how your vest matches your lipstick. Oh, thank you, my dear. This is actually very red, but I'm just using, my webcam. When I get back in the kitchen for you guys, you'll see me on my iPad and maybe it'll look a little bit different. I get everything set up for you guys over here on the bar, and you can kind of see right here is like my little rolling cart of all my equipment. But I'm glad you like it. I always try to represent myself well and represent you all well. So yeah, thank you. Thank you, my dear. So yeah, I think this is the one that I'm going to make, but you guys can see, oh, I'm trying to do this side by side, but you guys can see there's so many different presentations. This is nice here. It shows you everything that you need, really simple ingredients. Hopefully you guys can see. Oh, let me switch it. Hopefully you guys can see. So we're going to use whole eggs. Again, I did find a jar at Whole Foods that has kind of like this shakshuka base. So we're going to try this tonight. This one is the onion and red pepper. I have red onion. She used the canned tomatoes, the seasoning, some oil and garlic, and it looks like they sprinkled feta on there. Let's go back to this one. Yeah, you can see here on this one too. We'll put some avocado in there. We'll just make a little smorgasbord. Um, and I'll make a pan's worth. But yeah, this is the last thing that I wanted to show you guys. So you can see here the inspired home. If you're cooking for one, I know sometimes when it's just you, or if I'm cooking for myself, it's it's a lot when you have to cook a big pan of food because a lot of recipes are catered for family style, right? Which is great. We definitely want to cook for the family, but if you're, eating your own thing, this right here, let's see if y'all can see it. So we have little recipes for the ramekin style. So, yeah, I'd love to know what you guys think. I might be doing this from time to time. We do the recipe reviews. We've done one for Thanksgiving catering options. This one is going to be something new. So we looked at the actual recipe and then we're going to make it. But I like this presentation. Isn't this cute? With the, let me make sure you guys can see it with the little ramekins. And thank you, Mona. Thank you for liking the live stream. If you guys like a little bit of preview into what we're doing. Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, and Mona has a channel and a kids channel. Please let us know what we can find on your channel. And anybody else who's a YouTuber, let me know as we wrap up so I can shout you guys out. We won't do too much longer, but yeah. So I'm just clicking around here, you guys. Like some of these, whenever I scroll through Google Images and I see these beautiful pictures, I'm just like, what is that? I've got to try it. Yeah, this one right here, you can see it's got that nice toasted like sourdough. This one's got pepper strips. But this is what's for dinner tonight. All right, you guys. Well, I am going to let you have your afternoon. I just wanted to hop on here with a little bit of a pre show. Thank you all so much for being here. I don't know if you have any questions. It's wonderful. Okay, so you guys like this. So I usually cook for you every day, and I will be cooking tonight. So you get a little visual, but I like to expose myself, and I like to expose you all. That sounded bad. To new recipes. So I just thought we'd take a look at it, and we will follow along tonight and see how it tastes, and try to make it with the cheese crisps for me, and maybe some sourdough for whoever's here. All right, you guys, I'm going to hop on. I think AV to the seventh power is going to be streaming soon. If anybody wants to hop on over there, she's got some legal news about an OnlyFans case. Y'all know I'm over here on OnlyPans. So check it out. Lead Attorney's also got a new course that just dropped. It's incredible. And I also have a course if you're interested in getting monetized on YouTube. I was monetized in 4 months and I got a discount code for you all. So Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Class is dismissed. You can check the links in the description. And I'll see you guys tonight. I'm thinking maybe around 7 p.m. when everybody gets settled. All right. Class is dismissed.